Hola. Hello. Hi. This is Fran. Might as well say it without a mask. So this is Fran. Hello.
And this is Elo.
And today we are broadcasting from the beautiful city of Bilbao. Tuesdays with Fran in Bilbao. Yay! So welcome everybody. Today we're going to be talking about modern architecture and the beautiful, beautiful city of Bilbao. Hola Susie, how are you doing? So good to see you. Hola Glenn from California. Hello. How is everybody doing? So let's start walking. Let's start our tour. Here we are starting our tour on this beautiful Calatrava Bridge. Okay, Santiago Calatrava, who is one of the most important Spanish architects, would say.
Beautiful, pero nada más.
It's a very controversial bridge because Santiago Calatrava. Well, as you can see, it's a very cloudy day. Here it kind of rains a lot in the city of Bilbao. And Santiago Calatrava, what he wanted to do was to connect the bridge with the river. So he made the floor of the bridge, it was glass, and still is, but it was super slippery. So at the end, the solution was to put this black carpet, which is not nice. So it's not. But anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful bridge that connects the two sides of the river of Nervion, La Ria del Nervion, N-E-R-V-I-O-N. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So, hi Barbara, I remember touring this fabulous city with you. Yay! Me too. I love this city. Well, the city of Bilbao, really, it's incredible, modern. Take a look at that. It's like we have been showing you history and castles and monasteries and all that, and today we are in the future. Okay. Hola from Vancouver, Darlene. Hello. Oh. So let's come down of the bridge. Because as you can see, Bilbao is a very green city, right? Bilbao, we are all surrounded by mountains, okay? In fact, the people from here, they call Bilbao El Bocho. Bocho means the whole, right? Because it's all surrounded by greenery, it's all surrounded by mountains, which is super, super beautiful, okay? As we said, it is a city that it is all about the future. So today, we're going to share with you some of the most beautiful buildings that they have in here. Okay. So
of course, it is not only future because Bilbao was born in the 14th century.
Yes. Well, it started in the year 1300 when a gentleman called Don Diego López de Haro arrived over here. He used it as a port. Okay, because this river, by the way, La Ria, it is a tidal river. So right now the tide, as you can see, is super, super high, but every 6 hours it goes up and down. Okay. Yeah. But before we start with history and all of that, let us show you the couple of architectural masterpieces that we have on this side. One of them, these towers that Elo is not very fond of.
No.
I love them. They are by the Japanese architect Arata Isozaki. Arata Isozaki was born in 1931. And it is a tribute to the haikus, you know, the Japanese poems that are very, very short. The thing is that a haiku, which is very short and very simple, all the information is inside of it. You need to look inside of the words to understand what it's all about. So these two twin towers, what we see is just a very simple glass structure. This would be the writing into it. But Arata Isozaki wants us to look inside of the houses, which is where the life and the beauty remains. It's beautiful.
I don't understand.
You don't like it?
Sorry for that. I don't like it. Okay.
And the other thing is the bridge that we have just crossed. This beautiful Santiago Calatrava Bridge. Santiago Calatrava, as we said, he was born in Valencia, here in Spain. Is one of the most famous Spanish architects. Probably if you have been to New York City, the new Central Station, it is by Santiago Calatrava. There are many of his works around the world. Okay, in Venice there's another bridge similar to this one, and this one is a tribute to the ocean in here. As you see, it looks like a fishbone. Okay, it looks like this remaining of that beautiful part of Bilbao.
Okay.
Okay, you take it.
Could be.
So, back to history. So, the city of Bilbao, as we said, year 1300, it starts as a port. The Kingdom of Castile needed a port to export. From here to the coast, we have barely no kilometers. It's super, super close by the river. So, this was technically an amazing port. It grew a lot, and on the 18th century, many years later, when the Industrial Revolution came, Bilbao made it big. Around here we have a lot of iron mines. So right now where we're walking now, there was a lot of shipbuilding factories, very, very, very heavy factories.
You remember when it was
Yes.
full of everything and it was dirty and it was horrible?
So
Yeah.
for many years, imagine all of this heavy industry inside of the city. All of these were
And
this
all of
riverbank.
them around the river.
All
Yes.
around the river, dumping all the garbage in the river. It was a big, big mess.
Yes.
Okay, but economically, the city of Bilbao
Yes.
was super powerful. In fact, it became the capital of the Basque Country, the economical capital of the Basque Country. San Sebastian was the posh part,
Yes.
for the fancy people. But Bilbao was the economical motor of the
It
Basque
was
Country.
to one of the most important towns in Spain.
Yes, it was super important. The thing is that at the beginning of the 20th century, it was okay. Mid 20th century, all of these big factories started losing money and they migrated. By the 1970s, 1980s, the city of Bilbao was a very dirty city, a city with a lot of unemployment because many of these factories closed. It was not a place to come. There was a lot of drug addiction. It was the beginning of ETA, the terrorist movement. It was not a great place to live. Okay, at least that is the image they gave to the rest of,
Yes,
especially to
yes,
the people
yes.
in Pamplona that were from a small town.
It was the
I
dirty
mean,
place,
it was
a
a
dirty
dirty
place,
place.
and not a good place to
Hola,
stay.
Cynthia from Canada, from California. So it was not the place to come. So suddenly there was this mayor of Cuna who said, I love my city, we can do it, we can do much better than this. And he is the one who thought a plan, because everybody says that Guggenheim, it is what changed the city of Bilbao, and I don't think that's right.
No,
Really,
I think
Guggenheim
it started before.
exactly, it started much more before.
I think Guggenheim was like the top of
It was
thing,
the
yes.
cherry on the cake.
Yes.
It was the ta-da moment, okay? But before there was a lot of work being done. The city was clean, the river was clean.
The
Now
river, yes.
we can fish on this river, okay? And you can row on the river. It's a beautiful, beautiful river, okay? The life, all of these promenades that we have along the river, they go all the way to the ocean. So it's incredible, all of the incredible art that came into here. One of the problems that Bilbao had was that the access to the city was not easy, okay? So some bridges, they had to be constructed, like this one that we have in front of us, which is La Salve, okay? And it was constructed in the 1970s, but when Guggenheim came, this was the main entrance to Bilbao, so it remained it. And it was here and it was perfect. But when Guggenheim came, they decided to make this beautiful sculpture that you see over here, okay? This sculpture was designed by the French artist Daniel Bouden, okay, in the year 2007. And it is the Arc Rouge, the red arch. I don't know if you get to see it. Let me see if we can zoom in, because the color of the bridge is green and the arch is red and has some white stripes. That talks about the Basque flag called Ikurriña, okay? Those are the colors of the Basque flag, okay? So it's a tribute to the city of Bilbao, to the Basque Country. So beautiful, 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 beautiful.
That's the condition. When Frank Gehry decided to construct the Guggenheim, the city hall tell him, you can choose the place, but it is important to keep the bridge.
It's the connection to the
He was
city.
one of them, yes.
There was a big handicap for that, because he had to manage to construct under the bridge, so it was not an easy thing. Okay, so but really it's a beautiful bridge, and especially now with this incredible arch. By the way, at night it leads, so it gets light into it, and it's super beautiful. I think it's a great thing. All along the city of Bilbao we have, as I say, hidden treasures of art. Okay, and here let me show you this amazing graffiti that we have under the bridge.
I love that part more than the other one. So sorry for that.
I love this graffiti as well. Well, call it graffiti. I think it's a piece of art.
Yes.
Call this graffiti. I think it's Alta in California is enjoyed. Yay, Alta! Look at this beautiful painting. I mean, I cannot say this is a graffiti. I think it's painting, which is super beautiful. So all along the city of Bilbao, you're gonna find things like this. Okay, amazing, beautiful pieces of art everywhere around, which I think it's incredible. Okay, so the thing is that all of this, we'll say that ended up when Guggenheim arrived here. The whole city was ready to welcome this incredible building that we have here, which is Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art, Bilbao. Okay, how come the Guggenheim arrived in here? Well, it was 1990s. The city of Bilbao was already prepared for something like this, but when Guggenheim Foundation came to Europe, they were looking for another place to open a new museum. They didn't know where to go. They went to Austria. There was many different places in Europe. Then they came to Spain. And in Spain, first they thought about Seville. But at the beginning of the 1990s, we were going to have in 1992 the World Exhibition in Seville. So Seville said thanks, but no thanks. Then they thought about Barcelona. Which, imagine this in Barcelona, amazing.
Yes.
But Barcelona was preparing the Olympic Games of 1992 as well.
Yes.
So Barcelona said, thanks, but no thanks. And then the city of Bilbao went directly to talk to the Guggenheim Foundation, and they told him, the Guggenheim Foundation, okay, why don't you come to Bilbao, which is a super modern city, super clean, super safe, it is perfect. And guess what? We will pay for the building. You decide what you want to do, we'll pay for it. And the Guggenheim Foundation said,
Okay.
hold on, let's go. So then there was a lot of questions, who's going to be the architect, who's not going to be the architect. And finally, Frank Gehry, the Canadian architect, made this incredible piece of art. I mean, I always say that the art inside of Guggenheim depends what exhibition you have. Right now we have Kandinsky.
Yes,
So it's amazing. But always the outside of the building.
and not only outside, it's when you are inside the building, and it's like to be in the middle of the street.
It's
It is
incredible.
incredible.
So Frank Gehry constructed this incredible building. What we have is 33,000 titanium plates, okay, which is amazing. My favorite of Frank Gehry's building, mine too, Cynthia. It is really something special. I mean, this building, it really changed the way we know modern architecture, okay? After this building, he copied it many times in LA, in Chicago, many places in the world. But this one is the first one, I think is the biggest one. I mean, it's like so beautiful. So we have 33,000 titanium plates. We have 2,500 glass pieces inside of the Guggenheim. The sound is very scratchy, hard to understand. Oh boy. Okay. Is it windy day? Yes, very windy. Uh-oh. Is it better now? Okay, thank you for that. Is it any better?
Vale.
Can you hear us better now? Uh-oh. That's something we cannot control, the wind. Oh boy. Okay, I think it's a little bit better. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Darlene. I'm sorry for that. So we were saying 33,000 titanium plates, 2,500 glass pieces. And here, what we have is this huge space here. Can hear okay? Thank you everybody. Sounds okay now. Okay, so that huge hall that you have there, it is the largest exhibition room, let's put it that way, in the world without columns inside.
What? Sorry?
Columns, sin columnas, no columns inside. So it's amazing.
I have a friend who says that it is like un montón de latas de espárragos aplastadas.
The building looks like a bunch of tin cans pressed. To me, it depends on where you look at it. From this side, it looks like a fish. Okay, it looks like that is the tail of the fish, and here we have the head of the fish. It also looks like sailboats, or I don't know. I think it's incredible. No matter when you come, if it's in the morning, in the afternoon, a sunny day, and a rainy day, it's always different. I mean, the shapes, the patterns, especially as the titanium plates, they are not flat, they're a little bit wavy. The reflection of the light, it's always special. Now it is a little bit golden, but really it's silver.
It's gray.
Silver looking.
Completely gray.
It's completely gray, but today it looks more golden, which is super beautiful.
Depends on the sun and on the shades, I think.
It's
the best place for taking a picture.
Yes, this is the perfect picture place
Yes.
in the world. I mean, this is like so Instagrammable. So, what else can we tell you about this beautiful building? Well, all the exhibition rooms, they don't have windows, so they're protected by the light because you have amazing paintings inside. All the glass windows is the atrium, okay, and the inside part of the Guggenheim. Besides that, the most important Guggenheim, or the most famous one around the world is the one in New York City, designed from Frank Lloyd Wright. Let me get it right. And the thing is that when we think about that building, we always think about that spiral staircase, that ramp that goes from one side to the other, which is so beautiful. I think is that inside Frank Gehry made pretty much the same, because there's 3 different levels all connected by some kind of ramp. So it's a little tribute to that I love. But let's keep on walking, because we need to cross that bridge that is in front of us. We'll go back to the Guggenheim, okay? We're gonna get inside, well, not inside, we're gonna go by Guggenheim. Yes, unfortunately.
Inside in the morning.
Yes. So we came early this morning to check the art and get to do everything. So sorry for the wind. We're trying to have it as quiet as possible, but it's not easy to protect from the wind. Anyway, so about more architects that we have here. This amazing skyscraper. It is the headquarters of Iberdrola. Iberdrola is the electrical company in Spain, the most important one. And this building was created by Cesar Pelli. Cesar Pelli is an Argentinian architect, and well, it is 41 floors, and it is the tallest building in the Basque Country. Also, it is one of the great things about this building is that it's organic, right? They try to be as green and responsible as possible, and it reflects, or it is designed as the wing of a boat, right? So that's what Cesar Pelli wanted. Okay, now we're gonna cross this beautiful bridge, okay, that it looks really like a dragonfly. Okay, this is called a Rupe Bridge, and it was designed by José Antonio Fernández Ordóñez, okay, the year 2004. And this bridge connects both sides of the river. Here on the right, what we have, it is the beginning of the University of Deusto. Okay, we're gonna go up the stairs, so probably you're gonna hear us like, I can go. Okay. So what is up with this beautiful university that we have here? I think is that now we need to talk about the Jesuits. The founder of the Jesuits was St. Ignatius of Loyola.
One of the founders.
One of
Yes.
the main general father. Okay.
Bueno.
The thing is that San Ignatius, we're talking 1500s, okay? He was from the village of Loyola. Loyola is a little bit less than an hour drive from here, from Bilbao. So here in the city of Bilbao, being the most important city, the Jesuits are super, super important. And the thing is that, sorry, okay, we're up, we made it. So the Jesuits created a very important university called Deusto. Okay, so this is the Deusto University in here. Deusto University, it was, let me get some air. Deusto University, sorry, back here again. The most important career that they had, it was to become a lawyer, okay?
Yes.
And later, in the 1916, they did the first degree in Spain of economics, okay? 20 years before it was recognized as a career, which is amazing.
Spain,
In Spain,
yes.
yeah.
And there were two brothers who were in America, in USA, and they decided to create a foundation, yes, for creating this degree.
Okay. Hopefully now the wind has stopped a little bit. So from here we get to see another incredible view of Guggenheim. Now look at that beautiful, beautiful building. I love it. I think it's from here it looks like boats coming towards us.
Okay, I need to confess that I don't like a lot the modern architecture, but it is incredible to visit this building. Yes,
Really.
it doesn't matter in what place you are; it is completely different.
Okay, so let's continue.
Yeah.
Because here we still have more incredible architecture. On the right, this square building, it was designed by, Rafael Moneo from Pamplona, okay? And it's the library of the Deusto University. We only see 5 floors, but there's 5 more underground. And there's over 1 million books inside of this huge library. And the one here at the feet of the Iberdrola Tower, it is the center hall, let's put it that way, of the university, and it was designed by the Portuguese architect Álvaro Siza.
Cuidado que hay escaleras.
Okay, yes, be careful. We don't want to trip and fall. So really, it's an amazing, amazing collection of artists, okay? Because in this little walk that we have taken, as you see, we have talked about Arata Isozaki, Santiago Calatrava, Franco Gehry, Cesar Pelli, Rafael Moneo, Siza, all of these incredibly powerful architects. Most of them, they have a Pritzker Award, which is the architectural Oscars, okay, the award for the architects. And the thing is that here, the Basque Country, especially being such a huge matriarchy, we didn't have any female architect doing a beautiful building in here. So the Iraqi architect Zaha Hadid, she was called and she designed an island that is going to be done. Unfortunately, Zaha Hadid died 3 years ago and she didn't complete it, but it's on the way. I think it's a beautiful tribute to her life career. I think you love the view from the bridge. Me too, Darlene. It's incredible. So hopefully now the sound is better, because on the other side it was horribly windy.
Yeah.
So sorry for that. She's brilliant. Zaha Hadid was amazing. I mean, really, all of those curves, and especially, I think it's incredible that in this architectural world that is very men-dominated, having a female architect is so important. Being such an amazing artist. I mean, she was. To me, I think it's Frank Gehry and Zaha the most different and more. They have different personalities. I love their work. So, anyway, welcome back to Guggenheim. And one of the great things about Guggenheim Museum is that they share some of their art outside of the museum. Okay, So
It's completely free.
and it's free,
Yes,
yes,
it's
because
free.
it's on the street, so it's amazing. So here we are welcomed to at the doorstep on the back of Guggenheim by this structure made of
73.
73 spheres. Thank you. So how many? I was starting to.
73.
Yes,
I remember that number.
73, and it was designed by the Indian artist Anish Kapoor. Okay, if you are from Chicago, if you've ever been to Chicago, the Bean in Chicago, it was designed by Anish Kapoor. Anish Kapoor, his work, it's always about the reflection. This sculpture is called the Tall Tree and the Eye, and what Anish Kapoor wants is he looks for the reflection of the city in his art. Okay, so that's what he wants us to look for. Okay, we need to look for ourselves, let's put it that way, in the reflection, which I think is super beautiful. If you have been to Chicago, the picture of you being reflected in the bean, that's what he wants. So let me take a zoom and see if we can find ourselves inside of the sculpture.
I can see anything without my glasses.
You can see it. Okay, let's see. Okay,
Here.
say hello. Hola, can you see us? Well, oh,
Perdón.
oh. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Sorry for that. Anyway, so I don't know if you have seen your reflection in the balls. Well, in the spheres. Sorry. That went wrong. So, another of the beautiful sculptures that we have here, we see the balloons designed by Jeff Koons from his celebration collection. Okay, there has a huge collection of these huge balloons. Okay, they look like children's balloons. And here we have
It is incredible,
I
the
love
colors of that
Yes.
sculpture.
there.
Because everything is so gray that
It's like
colors are, yes.
have these beautiful magnetic, strong colors. So let's make a zoom again to it. But hopefully, when I zoom out, it doesn't go crazy again. I love these balloons. They're like tulips. Beautiful. And then we have probably my favorite piece of art here in Guggenheim, outside of Guggenheim. You don't like her? Oh, I love this sculpture. I don't know if
have a problem with that animal.
It's a spider.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get to see the beautiful spider designed by the French artist Louise Bourgeois. Louise Bourgeois, she was a very powerful woman. She did some extremely strong images. She created 7 of these incredible spiders. Okay, they're very threatening. I mean, and this feeling that Elo has, it is really what it's all about. Okay, and the thing is that the name of this sculpture is Mama. Okay, so everybody's thinks like, okay, if she sees this as her mother, really the relationship with the mother had to be kind of weird. And to tell you the truth, it's not that. It is totally different to that. What happened is that the spider is the representation of the knitters, and the mother of Louise Bourgeois, she was a knitter. She used to do sweaters and things like that. So it's one of those representations. The other thing is that a spider is one of those animals that protects their babies. And her mother was super protective with Louise Bourgeois. The reason is because, unfortunately, the father of Louise Bourgeois was an abusive man. Okay, so if you follow a little bit of the work of this artist, all of her work is about cages and people being locked inside and trying to get feelings out. It's a very strange work of art. But this sculpture, that I say that I always like it, it looks threatening, it looks arachnophobic, from the outside. But once you come inside, it changes drastically the feeling inside. To me, when you come inside, the spider, if you see, it looks more like if we are inside of a vault, inside of a Gothic vault, and it's protective. It is super, super protective. It's a sculpture that embraces you. So I love this feeling of strangeness. It's, this looks like a skeleton, but it's so beautiful. And to top all of that,
I understand what you say, but it's still being a spider.
it's a spider.
Yes. So
But the thing is that the mama, if you see, she has some ivory, so marble balls inside, eggs. She is pregnant, so she is mama. It's a beautiful representation.
Yes.
I love her. You don't.
Oh, sorry, I always say the same thing. It's still being a spider.
It's a spider.
And I don't like spiders.
You're afraid of spiders.
Not afraid. I don't like them.
Anyway, here on this pool we have another two pieces of art. One are those squares that you see there. They're the fire. This is a fire fountain by Yves Klein, the French artist, and they're ephemeral. They turn on once in a while. And the other sculpture that we have here that is also ephemeral, it's called The Fog, and it's by a Japanese artist, Fujiko Nakaya, that appears once in a while, which I think is super beautiful. But
It is like the weather that we have here. Yes.
Oh.
When you see the fog around the museum, it is like almost all the year.
yes, this fog is like crazy here. So what we're gonna do, we are going to go up again the stairs, because here we are on the back.
But one of the problems that have in Bilbao now, it is how they are going to clean
The
the
Guggenheim.
museum in some years.
I don't know how they'll
They don't
clean
know.
that. It's kind of crazy how to clean that. Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know. But the thing is that this building, no matter how you look at it, you always discover, I've been here 100,000 million times, and there's always a new angle, a new pattern, something different, because the light is always different. So it's a beautiful, great, incredible building. I love it. With these Anish Kapoor super bright, shiny spheres, it's super, super nice. What else about the city of Bilbao?
The first time I came here, I spent like 30 minutes, something like that, trying to take a picture of myself.
In the Anish Kapoor?
It is like,
It's incredible. So anyway, I was talking about Bilbao itself. So in the 70s and the 80s, it was one of those strange cities everybody didn't want to come, and suddenly the city of Bilbao changed into this incredibly easy to live city, full of gardens. You have green absolutely everywhere around. You have fountains in every little corner. The food here, it's one of the most important things. Food is super, super good. You have a lot of Michelin star restaurants, but you also have a lot of tapas. Today we are visiting the modern part of Bilbao, but if you come to the old part of town, you have all of these traditional tapas places.
but because of that, Bilbao is so interesting to visit, because you have everything. You have the modern part with all these modern buildings, but you have too all the traditions of the Basque Country, the gastronomy and everything in only a town.
It's really, really, really an amazing town. And besides that, we have the largest airport in the Basque Country. So it's the most international airport that we have here. So it is a very, very easy for you to reach the city of Bilbao. Okay, these steps probably is the worst thing of the Guggenheim, because it's one of those steps that is 1.5 steps.
Las odio.
Okay. Okay. Let me turn the camera around, because at least this way we're trying to protect here the microphones so the wind doesn't affect you as much as it does, because we don't want to spoil a little bit of
Yeah.
what we have in front of us. It's so beautiful. So, well, the city of Bilbao, the population it's almost 500,000, And if you take all the metropolitan area of the city of Bilbao, it is 1 million people. So really, the city of Bilbao is the largest city in the Basque Country. It's a very modern, cosmopolitan town where, it's a huge city, but it really feels homey, okay? It's not one of those cities without personality. This one has a lot of personality. Everybody is super welcoming. So really the city is an amazing place. And when I say that it feels like home, well, it's a home with a little puppy. And let me show you the most magnificent puppy in the world. I love this amazing flower puppy. Look at the size of the people. So you get
This
a
is
little
the
bit.
puppy with the biggest house, yes.
Yes. Well, the thing is that this beautiful piece of art was designed by Jeff Koons, and it was a temporary exhibition here in the city of Bilbao. When it opened, it was going to be here for about a year. But what happened is that the people in the city of Bilbao loved it so much. It is a beautiful Western Terrier. Everybody fell in love with Papi, and the city of Bilbao loved it and decided to buy it. So this piece of art does not belong to Guggenheim, it belongs to the city of Bilbao. And the people of Bilbao, they said, now, okay, we have a beautiful puppy, might as well make him a beautiful house. So they say the Guggenheim Museum is the dog house of the puppy. Let's get a little close to him so you will see that all the flowers, you love it, Johanna? I love it too. That all the flowers are real. It is changed twice a year. Now we have pensies. Okay. What?
The
Spring flowers. Yes.
This is the spring dress.
Look at that. So they're all real flowers. It's so beautiful. It's huge. Okay, and here on one side, what we have is a little bit of the leg of the dog, and we get to see. Let me see if I can get this into here, and I can make a zoom. Can you hear me okay? Hopefully yes. Because here you see, holy moly. The zoom doesn't want to work today, it's too windy.
No.
So you see that all of this structure that you have here, okay, there's a metallic net inside of him, and then they put some soil, and then they put the flowers. Okay, so also there's a huge wire system, pipes everywhere around Papi, and they water him every night. Well, not today because obviously it's been raining all day long. It's a fabulous puppy, yes, Amy. It's like huge puppy. It's and well, there we go. Here you see, if you want to go inside on the back, you see there's a lock. You cannot walk, but that's how they come inside. So that's how Papi is prepared, which I think is so beautiful. Okay. No, one of the things I love is like in the mornings when they. How do you water this? So in the mornings is when they water the puppy from the inside out. So that's the moment to water. It is a structure. Yes, Darlene, you're right. It's a striking floral structure. It is so beautiful. Okay, so that's pretty much all we wanted to share with you today. Let's turn around. Let's have the puppy on our backs. Okay. Here we go. So, our friends, thank you very much for joining us today. Sorry for the wind. Unfortunately, the wind is uncontrollable. What else?
At least it's not raining.
It's not raining. That's
At least it's not
perfect.
raining.
That's really good. You know that all of these tours are tip supported, so we have placed there a tip jar. So if you could leave us any tip, thank you very much. It will be super appreciated. So thank you so much for that. We'll see you next Tuesday. We're still debating where to go because they say there's a huge storm coming in. So it's going to be like 10 days raining like crazy. So we still don't know where we want to go next week. Okay,
We will see.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. So see you next Tuesday, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, Willow.
Thank you, Fran.
See you next Tuesday. Everybody, have an amazing day.
Bye bye.
Adios.